Hey, good morning, guys. This is Hank. It is August the 7th, 0004. I just had a dream that I was working for Donald Trump. The really wild thing about me working for Donald Trump, I guess I was his butler. And it was almost like a movie because it was Trump, but it was like somebody playing Trump because he didn't have that hair. Now, maybe that's a little wig that he's wearing and it's glued down to his head really good. I'm not exactly sure, but it wasn't that hair. His hair was really, really short and tight to his head, and it was like brunette. I don't know, but I didn't recognize him mainly because of the hair. And I think if you could imagine him with really, really short, cropped up hair, cropped to his head, really, really short and dark, maybe he wouldn't look as different as he looked. But it didn't look at him mainly because the hair. Anyway, we had already been through a whole bunch of meetings and stuff. I mean, I was just there with him the whole time of everything that he was doing. And we had gotten back to this place where we were going to eat. Maybe the servants were sent home early or something. And somehow the kitchen wasn't totally cleaned up as much as it should be, but I know there was a maid that was there for sure. And so because he was in this rush after all that work, he's like, I got to get to work. There's other things that he had to do. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm feeling like it was like 6 o'clock, and like at 7 o'clock, he either had to have some phone calls or something going on or whatever, but he really needed to get back to work. I just know that's what he wanted to do. So he decided to help. And just like, you would think that someone like that would be so rich, was so fastidious about how clean everything. He was like the countertops and, you know what? There had to be some workers there. I am almost thinking that we were at a commercial place and he was just in the back helping, because I remember at one point on the ledge of one of the ovens, there was a cigarette and, he was cleaning that. It was really funny that he was helping clean everything. But at the same time, I kept feeling like we were in someone's house, because I remember being able to look out the kitchen window and, there was this big, thing of strawberries, and he was wrapping those. And, I mean, this must have been some type of professional place, because, I was a chef before, and all the stuff that you use in a kitchen, it was there, the wrap, the plastic wrap or whatever. But this strawberry was huge, like size of a football or whatever. And he was wrapping it, but there was some other fruit involved with it as well. I don't even know how he did it, but I remember he was almost finished. Like, here, I got that, because I kept trying to say, listen, boss, I got it all. I got it. You know what I'm saying? But he would just insist on helping. Even the dishes, at one point, he was helping wrap or whatever. And, well, eventually the kitchen got cleaned, or whatever area we were in. That was a kitchen. I know it was a kitchen for sure. And, he was able to eat and then go off to work to do whatever he was doing. I just remember him going through some doors or whatever. And, I'm sitting there sort of dumbfounded because I don't remember, how dreams are. I was going to say, I don't remember him ever doing that before, but at the exact same time, I just was even thinking that I must be dreaming, because why was he helping clean and that whole thing? I mean, he was such a really hard worker, and, I don't know. And even as fastidious as he was, you still didn't feel like he was an asshole, because he was totally willing to help. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it was his house or maybe mine, wherever he was. But, I just know one thing. He wanted everything to be clean that he was eating on. And then even that he wanted the whole place clean. I don't know. It was weird. It was real weird. But it was, what am I doing dreaming about Donald Trump? And the only thing I can think right now after this dream was, oh wow, I wonder if that is a wig glued to his head or something like that, because, that was wild. But I'm talking about a hard worker, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know what the dream was about. In the kitchen, I know kitchens for sure. And, one thing that I never shared, or I may have shared before, This has nothing to do with the dream. I always wanted to be a butler. And I've actually worked in a lot of very wealthy homes for years. Done a lot of stuff as a personal cook, as working for an agency where I would send servers and bartenders and that type of thing, sort of like a staffing agency for a major catering company here in Houston. I actually worked out of my home and I sent them to these places. And of course, I got the pick of the litter. So I went out on these assignments myself. I love that job, love doing that kind of stuff. I have no problem serving people whatsoever, and and being the help, so to speak. It was very natural for me. So anyway, all right, guys, thank you very much for listening. I do appreciate it. Love and light. Hope you can all starting to see things here. I don't think you can see me yet, but Gandhi is right here, and if you could see him, he'd be saying, "Oh, there he is. Namaste."